guys, I hope you enjoyed seeing this project come together. It feels like I haven't done an actual succulent arrangement in quite a while. Something just kind of random. I don't know, I was going through my succulents today and I just thought, you know, they look really cute in this little fairy planter. So I wanted to go through a few questions that are most commonly asked after we do an arrangement like this. First of all, I did put drainage in this container. This is made out of resin, so I think you could use either a diamond tile drill bit or this is a glass and tile bit. My diamond tile drill bit is a 1/2 inch, so that's kind of big. I didn't want that big of a drainage hole in this container, so I just made 3 drainage holes instead of one great big one. So this does have drainage. And then I used the cactus mix. This is the soil I've been using for a long time, and I have really good luck with it. And I do see you guys ask that question a lot, what I like, and if I add anything to it. I actually don't add a thing to it. They seem to be happy. The next thing I want to talk about is how many succulents I used in this arrangement, because I used a ton. I mean, I don't even count them, but there's a lot of plants in this little space. But succulents do not need that much room to grow. They're quite happy being all crammed into one little small area. In fact, it will slow their growth rate down quite significantly, so they won't be growing quite as quickly as they would if they had more room to grow. So I expect to get several months, up to a year out of an arrangement like this. I'll have to do minor grooming. You know, every once in a while you'll have like a dried up leaf or something like that I'll have to pull off. And then eventually I might pop out one here or there to give the other ones a little bit more room. And then probably at about a year mark, I would need to dismantle this arrangement and start over, kind of reconstructing it. I used a combination of both rooted succulents and cuttings. So the cuttings will sit there, and for the first month or two, they'll just focus on producing new roots and rooting in. So they're not going to be putting any new energy into growing. They're just going to be putting energy into producing their roots. The rooted succulents I actually used very few of those, like the sempervivums here. These are called Rubicon. They're beautiful. I just Instagrammed a picture of them because they're amazingly colored, and they wintered over in our cold frame. And then this really pretty sedum right here. So those ones were rooted, and there was like maybe little roots on some of these other ones, but not a lot. So I expect to get quite a long time out of this arrangement. Another thing is I don't think I've mentioned this very often, but a lot of times when I do an arrangement like this, I get the succulents into kind of a mess. Like I get soil all over the place and I get it on their leaves. And you know, a lot of times you don't want to touch the leaves of succulents, especially like on these little guys, these little powdery blue ones, because that's a coating on their leaves. And when you touch it, it messes up the way their leaves look. And I don't like that. So I can use this is actually a lens brush, but you can use a really soft paintbrush to kind of go in and just gently remove any soil or any crap that you get on the leaves off, and it doesn't mar up their leaves quite as bad. So I stole this from Erin. This is camera lens cleaning brush. And then about watering, because I can't get a water can in there very good, or you know, I would never use a hose on something like this, I use a large syringe, and we will link all of these things down below, but this thing is a lifesaver when it comes to any of my succulents. I use this for my propagation trays as well, but it makes it really easy just to direct it in between the succulents and squeeze in just a little bit of water. Just enough so you can really control where the water goes and how much you're giving the succulents. And then the last thing I want to talk about is where I got this planter. So I don't have a link for you for this planter because I got it down at our garden center and it came in one of our shipments. I can't even remember which one, and that's where I'm running into my problem. So if you guys have seen this planter anywhere or you know where it's from, please leave a comment down below with the link, because I think that a lot of people would like to know, as well as myself, because I think this is such a cute planter. So you could use it as like a little girl planter, but I think the wings make it magical. I love it. So I'm going to be keeping this in a spot that gets morning light, not afternoon light, because these succulents do not want to be in the full scorching sun. We're just coming into spring. It's getting a lot warmer outside, and I just want to make sure to protect it. In fact, I'll probably keep it inside for the next month, probably until May, until danger of frost passes, and then some of the more tenders will be better off if I hang on and wait to put them outside. But they'll all love to come outside in a kind of protected, semi-shady spot, and I expect it just to thrive and do really well. So that's it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed seeing this arrangement come together, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.